All right, YouTube. Honestly, when it comes to doing videos, politics is one of the last topics I would ever discuss because, again, that's not the reason I made this YouTube channel. The fact that I am a Liberty University student, I mean, I'm not ashamed to say that, and I'm about to graduate from the graduate school with a master's degree from the School of Divinity. I just want to kind of share my thoughts on the fact that President Donald Trump will be speaking at the commencement on May 13th. And I know that, a lot of people have already been giving their opinions, the backlash, people threatening to, I believe, like boycott commencement, mail back their degrees, signing petitions for him to not come. And let's be real, guys, he's the president of the United States, whether you like it or not. So he is coming, he is speaking. Now, I'm not making this video because I'm a Trump supporter. I'm not. I'm more of a indifferent kind of person. Like, at the end of the day, whoever gets voted in the White House gets voted in the White House. I'm really here to talk about the fact that commencement's going down and it's about the graduates. Now, my hope is that President Trump's speech is a great speech. Like, I want a speech that's going to be inspiring to somebody out there in terms of, get the graduates pumped up for the real world, like something that's going to be, hey, once you, move your tassel from the opposite side of your hat, once you get your degree in the mail, once you, take those snapshots with your family and go to the real world, what's the next big step? I hope that we get some encouraging words. And honestly, thinking back to, I believe it was 2012 when Romney spoke at commencement because I graduated my bachelor's degree at the time. That speech, at the time I was excited, like, hey, I really don't support, his platform and whatnot, but at the same time, it's kind of cool to say that the potential presidential candidate or the next, potential president of the United States was speaking at my first commencement. It was pretty exciting to me, but at the end of the, speech and everything, it was more like a political rally than a commencement because the graduates, myself and all the other graduates, we were pretty much overshadowed by political platforms and whatnot. So I was really disappointed in that. So it is cool to say that on May 13th, it's like, hey, I'm graduating and the president of the United States of America is going to be speaking at commencement. I mean, not a lot of people can say that. So I'm pretty much going in there with an open mind. I mean, looking at everything that's gone on during the campaign and since he's been in the White House and, Twitter and whatnot, I can understand why people are, a bit skeptical. And I'm pretty much, up in the air myself. I'm pretty just neutral, if you want to put it that way. I want to try to have an open mind and just hope that there is going to be some inspiration in his speech. And just to kind of speak to the people out there, ones who talk about boycotting commencement and nailing back your degrees. I mean, when you really think about it, was President Falwell the one who was in class teaching you about whatever subject you were studying? Was President Trump the one who was inspiring you to pull all-nighters to, do that paper or study for that final exam? I mean, you put in the blood, sweat, and tears to get that degree. Your professors are the ones, if you had cool professors, the ones to inspire you to, just push a little harder, put a little more effort in that paper, study a little harder for that midterm exam, just going the extra mile. And just the people, I just think to myself, like, let's say I was a parent who was going to college and, I was trying to I went to college to get a better job and inspire my children. What would it look like to them if they saw me, semester after semester, working my butt off, pulling extra hours on my schoolwork, getting off of work, just hitting the books. And then right when I'm about to make it across the finish line to get that degree, I just get frustrated because of one decision I was made by, the school I was going to, and then I just send the degree back. I'm not going to say that's a stupid idea. I'm not condemning those who do that. I'm just saying that as for this guy right here, the one who's talking to you through this video, I worked my butt off for that degree. I put in the money, the time, and the devotion to that degree. So when I get that degree in the mail, I want to be proud to have it, So those of you who feel like, you should send a degree back to Liberty and whatnot, just remember that Liberty isn't the one that studied all those nights. Liberty isn't the one who wrote all those papers. You're the one who put in the work. So take pride in the fact that you worked your tail off for this accomplishment. Don't boycott commencement, man. Go there to represent yourself and those who have loved and supported you from day one. Like, everybody has those haters. Like, let's say if you're a 45-year-old, middle class living family situation, kind of a semi dead end job where there's no promotions. That's why you got the degree to begin with, in order to step up in life. Those people that laughed and snickered at your idea of going back to school. But then remember those who were like the cheerleaders, the ones like if your Wi-Fi wasn't working, you're able to go over to their house and, just hook up to their internet for a couple hours to do that discussion board you've been struggling to do all week, or do that midterm exam your professor reloaded to your blackboard a couple of times because of tech issues. Go to commencement to represent those professors who were willing to work with you when your baby was sick and you couldn't do your assignments on time, so they gave you a few days extra to turn in that paper. Go there to represent yourself. The person, at the end of the day, you receive love and support from family and friends, and of course God, who supports you along the way, but you're the one who decided to fill out the application, to fill out that FAFSA, to get those loans, to buy those overpriced textbooks, to get through the class that you never opened the textbooks for. Just don't give up. So whether or not you come to commencement, whether or not you buy the cap and gown, when you receive that degree in the mail, if you get the master's degree, it's going to come in that tube. You unroll it, put it in the frame, put it on your wall. Or if you get the certificate, the bachelor's, associate's, that comes in a little fold booklet, you open up and you just see it. Just take pride in that. Because despite everything that's been going on in the past year and a half in regards to politics, just remember that when it comes to academics, you put in that extra effort. You worked your butt off towards that goal. So, again, whether or not you like the fact that the president is speaking at commencement, the fact that President Falwell supported Donald Trump, or the fact that you feel backlashed by the university due to those decisions that were a personal endorsement, but from the president of the school, just know that when you cross that stage, that's an accomplishment that you worked for. And I just hope that those who actually attend commencement, you have those supporters, those people who were down for you since day one. I mean, a lot of loud voices when it comes to boycotts and protests, but that small, even if it seems small and insignificant, if you have 2 or 3 people in that crowd who scream when you get to cross that stage, when they call out your name, I just hope that's inspiration enough to just put aside the, I guess you say, negative feelings just for that one day of the year. So you come to commencement and be proud to be a Liberty student, to be proud of the accomplishment that you made. Because I know some of y'all might have been through a situation where you might not have had financial aid for a semester, or, you lost your job, death in the family, divorce, health issues, just anything. There might have been something that you've been going through. And I didn't want to say this on the video, but aside from being a student at Liberty University, I'm actually in academic advising for the online program. So I speak with hundreds of students per month, whether I'm getting an inbound call or I'm making a call to a student or sending an email. I've heard and seen almost just about anything you can when it comes to a student. Like, I'm not putting out any names or anything because, of course, that's not the job description. It's not my job to do that. My job is to kind of, just guide students on their way from when they first get accepted into the school to get signed up for classes. And there's nothing better than encountering a student over the phone. It's like, hey, I'm happy that you helped me make it to my last semester. I mean, it's just that no matter how tough the job gets, even when it seems like there's no hope for, myself in terms of getting a higher position or, finding a new job or whatever the case may be, to have one student call or email in saying, hey, without you, I don't think I would have made it. That's one of the most rewarding parts about being in advising. And it just kind of hurts me on the inside to think some people would rob themselves of the achievement by either not accepting their degree or not coming to commencement, when there are people out there who have gone through, pretty much went to hell and back again just to manage to get the dimes and pennies together for a semester, and they cross the finish line. So just let that inspire you that there are people out there who would slit their wrist to be in your position to be able to go to commencement. Not necessarily because the president is speaking, but for the fact that they get to come to the university that they've been a part of for that one day to get recognized for their academic achievements. So I'm going to end this video. I mean, it's been like 10 minutes, but I just want to get my thoughts out there. So May 13th. I mean, you might not see me, recognize me, or hear my voice, but I hope to see you there. And just remember that it's your day, that it's our day. It's about the graduates, no matter who's speaking.